Hey everybody, welcome to the last video of this section, using a calculator to find limits, okay? And for reading this, there are several ways a calculator can help you find the limit, but you got to be careful, okay? Because calculators can oftentimes give you misleading information, and that really has to deal with the window. So until you get comfortable working with limits, it's probably best to use several different methods to evaluate a limit. Some of the ones that you will work with algebraic means are coming up, but you can still graph the limit, you can plug in, and you can evaluate, okay? So we have 4 examples here. Use a calculator and any of the above methods to find the following limits, okay? So the first one here, the limit as x approaches -1 of x to the 4th minus x plus 3. That is a polynomial. So I could actually just plug in. And so that's what I'm going to do. So wherever I see x, I'm going to replace that, and I'm replacing that with the value -1. So I'll go ahead and do that now. So this is going to simplify to be 1 plus 1 plus 3, which is 5. So the limit of that first one as x approaches -1 is 5. That is a plug it in method. Now you can actually use that here, and this is the algebraic means of doing this, and we really haven't talked about that yet, but you can simply plug those values in because you're going to get something to find. Same thing here. If I plug in 0 in for my x, anything to the 0 power is just 1. So the limit as x approaches 0 of e to the x squared is 1. The bottom two can be a little more challenging, and so we're going to actually use the calculator here, and we're going to use our table feature, okay? And we should get that calculator, should pop up here. There we go. So let's plug in our function. So I'm going to go y equals. Now, they're more than one term, so don't forget parentheses for the numerator and the denominator. So I plug those in. Now, yes, I could factor these, but we're not really talking about that yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug this in. And I'm going to use a table of values. Okay, so remember, I'm going to go to table set and make sure I'm on the ask. Okay, and then I'm going to hit second graph to get to that blank table, and I got to go to values that are close to 3 from both the right and the left. Okay, so numbers that are close to 3, 2.9, close to 3, 2.99, close to 3, 2.999. You can see that we're getting close to 7. Well, let's try 3.1. Now that's from the right we're going now. 3.01, 3.001. And you can see that we're limiting to 7. So using a table of values, okay, we can see that our limit here is going to be approaching, whoops, we're going to be approaching 7, okay, based on our calculator. Last one is the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back to y equals. I'm going to clear this out, and I need absolute values. So I'm going to go, now this is 2 from the left here. The limit as x approaches 2 from the left of this function. This is a one-sided limit. So I'm going to go to my catalog here, if I can remember where it is. I think it's under the 0. There it is, second 0, and I have to hit the first one, ABS. So the absolute value, okay, of x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. It's like the same thing. It doesn't simplify to be 1, so be careful. And we're going to hit enter, and let's go to the table feature. We're still on ask. Okay, and we'll go down here and add some new values. So notice how all those values I just did from the previous example switched. 2 from the left. Okay, so that's like 1.9. 1.99, 1.999. Okay, it's a one-side limit, and you can see that we are approaching -1. So that limit here is going to be -1. And that's some ways that we can use those different techniques in order to find limits. Okay, if you have any questions or comments on that, please let me know, and we'll see you next time.